Welcome to the Father and Son Talk Show.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. I hope you're all enjoying yourself. It looks like we've got another snowy day, so another snowy weekend nearly. So
yeah,
yes, fun. We will start straight away with the news of the week. Hi guys, welcome back. Right, into the news. As there's been a lot of talk about this, the women's battle royale that was going to go on at Smackdown has now been renamed. It was supposed to be called the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Tournament, but that's now been changed. Now it is going to be just a women's battle royal, because of everything that's happened with Fabulous Moolah over the years, the speculation that came out a couple of years ago. So that looks like that has now been renamed over a lot of public outcry. So that was quite good to see the WWE actually taking notice of that.
Yeah, that's very true. And these are quite common nowadays. Obviously, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was probably the most recent one we've had, and I think there's many more to come. But yeah, WWE is showing that, you know, just because she's a legend, because of all the speculation, you know, they want to change it because, you know, it will make their company look bad. So
yeah, of course.
It's good to see. So moving on to the second bit of news, and again on the Smackdown side, it is Daniel Bryan's contract is set to end in September. So yes, obviously Daniel Bryan retired from professional wrestling a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
Probably an emotional time for everyone that loves Daniel Bryan. And
yes,
exactly. And his contract is set to end in September. You can yes to that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately, his contract is set to end in September. This is a big thing because we've mentioned this before. He's been cleared to return to professional wrestling by every doctor, by WWE's doctor. Literally every doctor under the planet he's been cleared to return by. And for some reason, WWE aren't just, you know, giving him the green light. That could be down to a load of reasons that, I don't know, they can't fit him into storylines.
Worried. I think they're just worried.
It could be that.
You got a third member.
Yeah, he's gonna do the NXT NXT review now. But yeah, it's sad to see because, you know, Daniel Bryan, he could have had a match with Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. That would have been amazing to see. Yeah. You know, you've got the commissioner and the general manager go head to head. But yeah, it looks like he will be going off to the independent scene, or maybe a Japanese wrestling company, which is it's a shame to see because, you know, I really wanted Daniel Bryan back because, you know, he done so well when he was wrestling, and unfortunately it hasn't gone his way. But yeah, I wish Daniel Bryan all the luck for his career in the Indies. Hopefully he still goes on and he progresses with his career. But yeah. Moving on to the last and final bit of news we have is that WWE Smackdown Live draws the highest viewership of 2018 so far. Now, I was really pleased at this one because Smackdown Live has had a bit of a decrease in its population, like we've already mentioned, and it started creeping up a bit. And last week it drew the highest viewership of 2018, which was really good to see because it shows that these. You know, it shows that SmackDown and Raw are proper competitive in getting the viewership, and they'll want it. So yeah, it's good to see. It'll be interesting to see who actually has the highest viewership out of all of the out of all of the brands, NXT, SmackDown and Raw from 2017, and then you could tally up again through 2018. So yeah. So this is included with probably all the people turning up to the events and all the people tuning in at home as well. So yeah, great to see. SmackDown looks like it's on the up again.
I think it's all to do with the fact that obviously there's a lot of big storylines going on at the moment with Daniel Bryan coming over to SmackDown. Everything that's been going on with AJ Styles and everything.
Yeah.
The lead up.
Do you mean John Cena? Sorry. coming over to SmackDown? Because she said Daniel Bryan.
Did I say Daniel Bryan? Yeah, John Cena coming over and trying to get his win there for WrestleMania.
Yeah, Nakamura winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And obviously it's put a bit of interest into the brand. You know, they're now looking at we're on the road to WrestleMania finally.
Very true.
Fastlane gone, so that's the next.
We are on the Fastlane too.
It's going to start rolling around now.
Oh, did you hear that? We're on the Fastlane to WrestleMania.
Very good. So yeah, obviously the viewerships will start going up now. Some people who sometimes are a part-time watcher, they'll think to themselves, "Wow, we'll see what it's like now," and they'll start tuning in, hearing about Brock Lesnar, everything that's going on with him. So yeah, busy time for the WWE. Hopefully we'll see some big views now for Raw and SmackDown. So talking about Raw and SmackDown, we will have the Raw and SmackDown reviews for this week after the break. Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to straight away go into the Raw for this week.
I'm just going to go to sleep because this is a long one.
We start the show with Kurt Angle coming down to the ring to say how happy he is to be in the ring with Ronda Rousey in the tag team in the upcoming WrestleMania match. And surprise, surprise, no Brock Lesnar again. Kurt Angle tells everybody that there's been it's been transportation issues. Yeah, right. With like sort of his problem. That's why he hasn't been able to get there. So obviously that brings out Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns comes out and confronts Kurt Angle, telling him that how angry he is that he's not turning up. He's there to confront him. You know, he's a part-time player. He doesn't love the fans. He doesn't love the company. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to wrestle. He even said that talked about going back to MMA. So there was a little plug there. So obviously that like sort of causes a bit of a friction between them two. Then Roman Reigns says, "You know what? It's not you. It's the authority figure. I need to go back." So he then turns around, goes out of the ring, and goes and sees Vince McMahon with your boy there, Shane O'Mac, standing there, like sort of like trying to protect his daddy. Daddy, don't beat up Roman.
Oh, it's so cute how Shane does that for his dad,
and you don't.
I'd never do that for you.
You saw me being beat up, you'd probably join in.
Yep.
So obviously Roman Reigns then like sort of is in the back and. He starts saying that Vince is his boy. Brock Lesnar's his boy, and Vince admits that like sort of some of the part-time staff have got certain leeway, certain things that they're allowed to do, e.g. take steroids and not get tested for them. This is off the record. So he says, take a playbook from your uncle, your cousin's role, but shut your mouth and know your role. So that was a bit strong for Vince to be saying that.
Yeah, and who was he talking about? The Rock.
He was saying like sort of obviously Roman Reigns' cousin is The Rock.
Yeah.
Rock used to say that, know your role and shut your mouth. So Vince had come out and like sort of said that, Roman should take a playbook and know your role and shut your mouth. And he was temporarily suspended. Obviously, it's just, if there's nothing for him to do, there's nothing for him to do. So
yeah, it's obviously storyline.
Oh yeah, of course.
Really,
he's not been really suspended. So.
Yeah, because Vince probably gets wet over him, so it's big sweaty man.
And then we had Sonya Deville with Absolution versus Sasha Banks and Bayley as backup. I will say Bayley as backup because really she didn't do a great deal. She just stood there looking on. Bayley still doesn't look happy. She looks like she's playing the heel character very well. She had her arms crossed and she looked angry, so she didn't want to be there. Bayley then stops interference from Absolution, but I think the reason she stopped the Absolution interference is purely because she just doesn't like Absolution. Yeah. It's not the fact that she was trying to stick up for her friend, it's just purely because she doesn't like them. And then because Absolution, Sorry, I'm lost now. Sonya Deville picks up the win. No, but sorry, Bayley picks up the win.
Bayley.
Oh God. Losing it. Sasha picks up the win, and because obviously Absolution are around, they all jump in the ring and start beating up on Sasha Banks, and Bayley actually like sort of helps her out slightly, not a great deal, but she just stops them from doing anything. But then we notice as well that Paige is still not in any wrestling gear. She still looks like she's just off, normally dressed on the street. So that makes me think that Paige is seriously not going to be wrestling anytime in the future. It's a shame, but what can we say?
Yeah, I completely agree. She had a great career when she first came to WWE. She won the Divas, as it was called back then, the Divas champion. She won, and when she came back, everyone was just screaming, and it's such a shame because she can't wrestle at the moment. She's sitting there and she's told people she's bored, and it's a shame to see because she really does deserve to wrestle because she's a really good wrestler.
Yeah. This then we go into the Hall of Fame, the celebrity part of it. We find out that Kid Rock is going to be inducted into the Celebrity Hall of Fame. There's a little video about him, everything he's done over the years for the WWE, doing a lot of their music, also being there for The Undertaker when The Undertaker was the American Badass.
Yes.
This is also rumours that maybe The Undertaker might bring the American Badass back
to WrestleMania,
and then obviously Kid Rock can do the music for him. So, and then we have The Miz.
Congratulations to Kid Rock, by the way.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah.
Into the Hall of Fame. I doubt he's going to watch this, but congratulations to him.
So we have The Miz on Miz TV. He brings out Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Miz says that Seth should be careful because Miz has already betrayed his Hold
on, can I just say something? Do you know what's really funny is Miz TV is actually is probably better than an actual TV show, 205 Live. I was just thinking about it. It probably is.
Yeah.
People probably like it more than 205 Live. Yes.
So we've got Miz saying that Seth should be careful of Finn, but basically just playing off both of them because he knows he's in a triple threat for the IC title, and he's just trying to play both of them off each other, saying that Finn Balor is a bingo hall wrestler, that he's got no chance of beating him, that he lost the first Universal Championship. Seth, it looks like these three are going to have sort of promos now up to WrestleMania, and then it looks like it could be a good one, especially with the Miz, because whatever Miz touches turns to gold. He's brilliant at whatever he does. So. And then we have the Bar versus the Miztourage, because the Bar's still saying now that they've got no one that can beat them, that they've taken every single challenge now, and there's no one else out there that can sort of step up to them. So obviously the Miztourage comes out, and then the whole of the tag team division come rushing down one by one to sort of beat up on the Bar and the Miztourage to stop the match from happening. So it looks like maybe there might be a possible tag team, like a big four-way tag team match possibly for the Bar, because officially there's been nothing that's been set up for them for WrestleMania. Does that mean they're not going to be at WrestleMania?
I doubt it. I mean, they are the WWE tag team champions at the end.
I would have thought they'd sort of see some sort of tag team match with them in. There's rumours that the Hardy Boys might come back as the Broken and Brother Nero.
Yeah, like we've already said.
And take on the title. So then we see John Cena and saying how disappointed he is not going to WrestleMania, that he's going to miss out. He then he says that he's not going to be going to WrestleMania as a wrestler, he's going to go as a fan. and he jumps in the ring with a couple of the fans, and like
jumps
in the audience with a couple of the fans, and starts knocking back a couple of drinks with them, and talking about, you know, like he's going to be cheering on, so you might as well get the cheers out now. And he cheers like sort of let's go Cena, and the fans shout back Cena sucks. So that was good to see that he's having fun with the fans. And then he now officially challenges the Undertaker, because he said like sort of how I'm going to say it here and now, if you want to challenge me, I'll challenge you now, Undertaker. And he says, I know you're ready. He's calling him a chicken, he's calling him scared, he's trying to get under his skin.
So obviously his wife Michelle McCall videoed him working out. So.
Yeah. So then we have the Bar in the backstage promo threatening Kurt Angle that they will move to SmackDown if they don't get an opponent for the tag team. As I said here, maybe there could be a tag team battle royale. Who knows? You know, I think it's going to be a long WrestleMania. So, and then Elias is in the ring. He looks sad and depleted with a neck brace on, saying that this is all the WWE's fault for him with a neck brace because of everything. Then you can go backstage, and Braun Strowman tells how he got it all over the page. Dropped the piano on Elias, and that you know, like we all seen what happened last week. He absolutely humiliated and beat up on Elias. Could this be a feud, or could somehow there might be a friendship going on? We will get onto that later on. So then we have Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor in a match. We got Finn picks up the win after the suplex off the top rope with a roll up. So obviously he got suplexed off the top rope, but before he could pin him, he rolled over. Finn sort of, Seth went to like do another suplex on him, but as he picked him up, he just rolled him under and got the pin. So that was good to see that you know, Finn has got something. You know, he's got a bit of intelligence over him.
Yeah.
Then obviously the famous video package that came out about the Fabulous Moolah's Battle Royal. As we know now, it's going to be just like sort of 30 women's Battle Royal.
Will that be on WrestleMania night?
That will be WrestleMania. So you'll have the Andre the Giant one,
and the woman one.
A woman one.
Do you reckon the women are still going to win anything, or do you think it'll just be, you've won this battle well done?
I think there will be something. Well, I don't know, because last time, you know, if you look at the Andre the Giant one, they've not really done anything.
They've just won a trophy.
Yeah, just won a trophy, and you know, look at the people over the past. Even what's it win it last year?
It was Big Show, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Big Show. It was Baron Corbin, wasn't it?
I thought it was Baron Corbin, then it was Big Show.
Possibly.
I don't know. It was one of them anyway, because I remember both of them winning. It might have been Big Show, because they were hot on Big Show that time, and obviously Big Show was like the Andre the Giant figure.
And then we have Asuka addresses her decision to take on Charlotte Flair, and this brings out Alexa Bliss, and obviously it's good because Charlotte turns around and says, I want to take on Charlotte the best. To be the best, you've got to beat the best. So obviously that, of course, and it puts like sort of Alexa Bliss's nose out of place, because she's obviously thinking to herself, I'm gonna win. So then we had Asuka versus Mickie James, where Asuka goes for the kick, misses, hits the ring post. That looks nasty. That really did look nasty. But in the end, Asuka just about gets the pin, and Alexa Bliss walks out of the ring. She's not doing any good. She isn't. She's not doing anything good. She's walking out of the ring in disgust, and leaving Mickie James to get beaten up.
Yeah, there could be a match between those two at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there could be. That could be a three-way, because obviously we know Nia Jax as well.
Yeah, it's either going to be Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss, or it's going to be Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. But quickly, can I ask you a question? What do you think the better match would be? Mickie James or Bliss, Nia Jax versus Bliss.
I would like to see Nia Jax because I'd like to see her get the actual belt off.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah, so.
I would like to see.
But then again, Mickie James hasn't had a belt for a long time, and the fans are crazy of that.
Oh yeah, they would.
I think they would also go a lot more crazy over Nia Jax.
Both of them, if they did both go, that would mean they'd both becoming a heel. Even though that before they've been, they keep on swapping over with this.
Yeah.
It's 1 minute it's a heel, 1 minute she's like still a fan favourite. So you don't know what's going on. But Nia Jax takes on a young jobber. It's simple, you know. She's not going to win. She's not going to win this jobber, but obviously Nia Jax gets the win, and then we see Mickie James and Alexa Bliss on the Titantron saying how can't believe that she's such a fool, that they're calling her the friend that everybody wants to have in the background. You know, really putting Nia Jax down. And then obviously Nia Jax sees this, she goes back to the backstage area, and then obviously we have JoJo. She tells them that actually the cameras were rolling and everybody knows what they've just said. So obviously now Alexa needs to get the hell out of her. So Nia Jax comes rushing in and absolutely smashes the place up, throws the clothes, rips bags off. Really
she's
funny.
just like the man version of Braun, or the woman version, of Braun Strowman.
But it's funny because also she grabs her coat, and I thought, yes, rip her coat in half, and I thought that would have been brilliant if she did that, but obviously she never did. But then we have the long-awaited news about Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, that it's going to be woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt in the compound match. So it's been actually officially noted that that's happened. Also, Jeff Hardy has been officially cleared to take part in that. So hopefully he will be there as well to do that. So then we had a tag team battle royal to see who's going to be the competitor for the bars
at WrestleMania.
And like I say, everybody comes down. Now, the thing I didn't understand about this, right? A battle royale tag team, right? If your opponent gets thrown out, you leave the ring. But a lot of these were like sort of still staying in when they're like tag team partners getting out. And then obviously we sit there waiting for the thing to happen. Braun Strowman's music hits, he comes walking down the ring, and he then turns around and enters the Royal Rumble. With what partner? We don't know. But now it's all hell breaks loose. Braun Strowman's throwing everybody all over the place, and who wins? Braun Strowman. Who is going to be his tag team partner? I've got an idea.
Go on.
Elias.
Yeah, that's not your idea, that's everybody's idea.
Yeah, everybody's idea, but I agree with you. I think Elias is going to be his tag team partner. They're going to come together somehow as like this heel.
Do you know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like Kane and Daniel Bryan.
It's going to be like that. They're going to hate each other, but they work
so well together. Hopefully the fans do like, because obviously the fans love Braun Strowman and they react so much to Elias as well. So I think the tag team can really work. Yeah.
And that brings Raw to an end, and we'll return after the break with the Smackdown review. See you later.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Smackdown review. Now we have an exciting show for you. Don't you worry, just sit back, relax, and listen to my beautiful voice. Okay, that was a bit big-headed, but yeah. So we start the show with a solid opening in my eyes, because we have the two competitors for the main event of WrestleMania. The winner of the Royal Rumble 2018, Shinsuke Nakamura, and obviously the WWE champion at the moment, AJ Styles. Nakamura interrupted AJ Styles as he's going, he's talking to the audience about his Fastlane match and how he felt like it went, and most notably how he was put through the table by John Cena, which was really nasty. That was a big attitude adjustment. He smashes through that table really, really hard. So he's saying he's hurting, and then this brings out Shinsuke Nakamura, obviously his rival between the two. And one thing this promo actually was a little bit weak is they actually we didn't really learn a lot from the two men's promo. We didn't really learn, the leading up to WrestleMania. We didn't have that fire that we want yet. We really wanted to be heating up at the moment because we are closer to that WrestleMania main event. So we really want to, feel the fire being, involved into this soon. So that was a little bit of a shame to see, but I think they are teasing it a little bit at a time, since obviously Nakamura, interrupted AJ Styles, and then this brings out Rusev, of which Nakamura faced in the Fastlane pay-per-view, and then we further have a match with AJ Styles and Rusev, with Nakamura in the commentary watching on. And there's a lot of good counter-attacks by both competitors. You have Rusev looking strong, whilst AJ Styles looking strong as well. Obviously, Aiden English at the moment on the outside. As I was saying, there was and then the match ended in disqualification because of Aiden English. So what happened is AJ Styles got Rusev in the what's it called?
The one where he
the submission where he
submission.
Where he pulls the ankle back and he does the ankle thing.
Calf crusher.
Yes, that's it, the calf crusher. Yes. So yeah, he puts the calf crusher in, and then this brings Aiden English to the ring to stop it, and then therefore disqualification goes to AJ Styles. So he wins that match again. It shows both competitors as looking strong. Because Rusev looked strong, and also AJ Styles still looked strong because he still was able to put in his move even though he was against two competitors. And then Nakamura stands up and just gives AJ a look, and if I remember rightly, either later in the show or right now, he says something like, I think it was later in the show, he turns around to AJ Styles to have a backstage promo, and he says, I will help you all the way up until WrestleMania, and I will be your friend all the way up until WrestleMania, but then when the time comes, I will strike you. It was something.
I think he just wants, it is further on down here on the notes. He does like he wants to keep him strong, he wants to keep him healthy, no excuses.
He wants to really, have AJ Styles at his best, and that's what he said. And I reckon, from a neutral point of view, Nakamura's promos and his speaking is getting a lot better. I can really understand him now, which is good to see.
Don't give him long storylines, just keep him short and sweet.
Exactly.
Like he is.
Yeah. You're so weird. I'm surprised that I said yeah. But this then comes to a backstage promo with Big E and one of the interviewers, and then he's having a promo about the fact that Kofi and Woods, his brothers, are not there today. Obviously, having the beatdown they had from the Bludgeon Brothers at Fastlane, which we will get into soon. This then. Have you heard that Xavier Woods actually might have injured himself as well? So
looks like he's going to be out for the
that was the report we've seen. I'm not quite sure if we post it on our Facebook page. If we can find it again, we'll definitely post it on the Facebook page, because it was interesting to see. The Bludgeon Brothers obviously didn't really mean to injure him, but it's wrestling, injuries do happen. He's talking about the injured list, and then this also brings Jimmy Uso to kind of come together with Big E. And again, he talks about his lost brother as well. Obviously Jay is well, he's not injured, but he was storyline injured by the Bludgeon Brothers. So then this creates a match of Jimmy Uso and Big E versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, when this match was made, I was like, wow, this match is going to be so good, because you probably have the best from the New Day, and you have the best from the Usos as well, versus probably the strongest tag team. But unfortunately, it didn't go their way. Here we have the backstage with AJ Styles and Nakamura, and he tells him he will help him to WrestleMania, so he has a clean match that he really wants to work for. So again, it shows just Nakamura's just not scared of anyone. He wants to take AJ Styles on when he's on his best, and that's every day really, because he is the phenomenal one. So, was that English?
Phenomenal.
So, and then we have the match with Big E and Jimmy Uso versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Big E does look good on his own, doesn't he? He does look very strong.
They make him look very good at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. He looked, when he came out, he had that anger in his eyes, and that was really powerful to see. It made him look a lot better. So Big E and Jimmy Uso work together good as a tag team. They're really working well, and it shows over the past couple of years they've got to know each other very well, probably outside the ring and in it. So they were easy to tag team, but WWE could have completely thrown a curveball and could make it really hard for them to get along. But it's good to see, because they are probably the best out of their respective teams. So unfortunately, it doesn't go their way, and the Bludgeon Brothers pick up the win. And the question is, we're all wondering, will anyone beat the Bludgeon Brothers?
I think they're going to get the belts, and I think they're going to hold them for
they're going to hold them for a long time, because if you think, when you have big wrestlers like the Bludgeon Brothers, there's no one that can beat them unless it's like, I don't know, unless it's a lucky win, because they're so big. So it's pretty much, when you go into a match, it's pretty much certain that the bigger guys are going to win. And I think that's what's going to happen at WrestleMania between the Bludgeon Brothers and the Usos. So then we cut to a Sami Zayn promo. Obviously, he's had some, heated moments with Kevin Owens. And it was shown again in the Fastlane pay-per-view, and also Shane McMahon got involved, as well as Sami Zayn went for the pin, Kevin Owens went for the pin, and Shane McMahon disrupted both of that, of which we'll get onto later in the show with the Fastlane review. So then this brings out Charlotte with a promo, and then she brings out Asuka. Yes, Asuka making a first appearance on SmackDown. Fantastic to see.
Moved over to the blue brand.
Yeah, and it's funny though, because she's a free agent, so she's not really supposed to do that. But again, I think that was just for the reason it's hinting at the brands are going to split.
I think as well, don't forget, she's got the belt, so it doesn't say that she has to challenge anybody on her brand. It just says that you've got to go for a belt. Yeah,
I think they want to do this because I think they wanted to do this because they wanted to split the brands after WrestleMania. I think it's pretty obvious. Charlotte gets excited when Asuka's music hits, and so do the fans. Lovely to see Asuka on SmackDown. And she said that iron sharpens iron. This is quite interesting, because it sounds like a metaphor, because iron is a very strong metal, and both competitors are very strong. Charlotte's won the Raw and Women's title, kind of making her a Grand Slam title.
Well, she's held the Divas belt. She's held the NXT belt.
So
she's held the two brand titles.
She is a Grand Slam champion, obviously in women wrestling. And then obviously Asuka, she's won the NXT belt, and most importantly, she's still undefeated. So this was really interesting for me, as iron sharpens iron. So this is like, iron, you've got Charlotte, you've got Asuka, and both of them, are going to work off. They are going to be so good. It's going to be a fantastic match. I wonder what's going to get the better, the better kind of reaction though. Nakamura, AJ, or Charlotte, Asuka. That's going to be very interesting, won't it? So then we have the new WWE United States Champion Randy Orton in a ring promo, and he's celebrating his United Champion belt win. And then this brings up Bobby Roode, obviously the person who lost the title at
the glorious one.
Yeah, the glorious one.
It's not glorious anymore.
And then he came out to tell Randy Orton when he's going to have his rematch clause, and this is at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all versus. So it's going to be the Viper and the glorious one for WrestleMania at the grandest stage of them all. That is going to be very
don't forget, he's a Grand Slam winner now.
Yes, he's a Grand Slam champion, so you know, big ups to Randy Orton.
Even though he never won the Universal belt.
Well, yes, but you know, he did win the WWE belt and the World Heavyweight Champion belt, and that's what they kind of
tag team.
Yeah, he also won the tag team in the United States, and obviously the Intercontinental
hardcore match.
Huh?
Never won the hardcore belt.
Yeah, true, but obviously those belts don't exist anymore. So yeah, and then this brings out Jinder Mahal as well, and then we have a match between Roode and Jinder Mahal, and Jinder picks up the win. Surprising to see Bobby Roode's on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. Obviously losing at Fastlane and on Smackdown this week. So yeah, Roode's on a fast losing streak at the moment, which isn't too good. But then Randy Orton slides out from the chair, slides through the bottom of the ropes as quietly as possible, comes out nowhere with an RKO to Jinder Mahal. So Randy Orton standing tall between the three. So I reckon there's going to be a three-way for the belt. Mahal, Roode, Orton at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's a lot of three-ways that could possibly happen.
Damn, really?
I think there's going to be a lot of this WrestleMania. I think there's going to be at least more than three-way matches.
Yeah, very, very true. Okay, so then we have Kevin Owens having a backstage promo. So it's Sami Zayn having a backstage promo earlier, and now Kevin Owens having his backstage promo. And he was saying that the match was a whole mistake, and that Sami Zayn was a mistake as well, because there was this rumour that Sami Zayn was supposed to lie down for Kevin Owens, and actually he did lie down for him, didn't he?
He did for a bit.
He kind of turned it on him, but yeah, that was good to see. Again, we'll get to that very soon. So that was a good promo by Kevin Owens, showing his feelings. And then we have Naomi and Carmella. Carmella picking up the win, and again, she's looking so strong at the moment. And that's basically that is only because that's only because she's got this Money in the Bank briefcase still. So she might get the title at WrestleMania. She could crush Asuka's dreams. Imagine that. Asuka loses on WrestleMania.
She I can't see Carmella taking her losing streak.
Yeah, it would be a little bit weird, but who knows?
It's the WWE, anything can happen.
That is very, very true. So yeah, Carmella's looking hot at the moment, very on form. And then we have Shayna Mack, who comes down. Oh, sorry, just before I go on, it says here that Carmella, before the match, announced that she will be taking part in the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Yeah. Obviously not the mover now, but so it'll be interesting to see how she fares off in that match. Because she's on a streak at the moment, isn't she?
She is. She could win that and win the belt. Yeah,
that's very true. So then we have Shayna Mack, who comes down to the ring to give some WrestleMania announcements. And then before this promo actually happened, Sami Zayn blamed Sami Zayn blamed Shayna Mack's obsession with Kevin Owens and for him not being the WWE champion right now. He gave us some WrestleMania information. And then Shane is taking... Daniel Bryan. No, Shane is taking a leave of absence. So Shane will be off TV for a while, which is going to be interesting. And that therefore brings Daniel Bryan back for a little bit, since he's been out, spending time with his family pretty much he's had just a couple weeks off from work. So it makes it a match for WrestleMania, and this match is crazy. It is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. So who's going to get the better of each other? It's going to be very, very interesting to see. But then this brings out Kevin Owens. Just switching the pages, and it also brings out Sami Zayn. And we all know this was going to happen. They have their fight. They have a battle between the two. Sami Zayn jumps Shane, and Kevin Owens helps out as well. Again, interesting to see because they've obviously got the match in WrestleMania, but they still seem to be helping each other out. Interesting to see how that match will fare at WrestleMania. So Sami Zayn gives Shane the halloumi kick right in the corner, followed by Kevin Owens' powerbomb. So after that, they get a chair from ringside and put Shane's head between the chair and throw it into the ring post. And oh my, this was the nastiest thing ever. It looked so bad. Yeah. That must hurt. That has to hurt because that chair was right up against his neck. Yeah. That isn't acting. That can't be acting. That must kill.
Well, there was something I saw that said Kevin Owens did something to actually stop Shane's neck from actually breaking or damaging. He must have put his hand somewhere to like sort of stop the chair from hitting him in the throat. But yeah, it was nasty. But
those always so nasty.
When you see that, that's what reminds you of like, oh wow, that was brilliant.
That is like throwback wrestling there, and that's what a real heel would do. And Kevin Owens portrays that heel so well.
Definitely.
So then they, after throwing him into the ring post with the chair, they drag him back up to the stage and go backstage, which is interesting because WWE never really go backstage, do they?
Not really. No.
And obviously they kind of went through the curtains as well, so you saw a little bit of backstage and everything like that. And then they drag him to the back and pop up power onto some metal stands, and we have a picture here, and that was probably even worse than the chair. That was nasty. His back must be in pieces. No wonder why he's going to have a couple of weeks off. He needs a couple of weeks to, actually walk again. Because,
he was lying on the floor going.
Yeah, a lot of those were nasty. It was harsh to see, but and that then concluded SmackDown. So very interesting. We had Nakamura and AJ Styles in the ring for the first time. We had the beef start to heat up between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn and Shane McMahon. So altogether a good SmackDown, and no one slipped over. I can safely report no one slipped over this time. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for the for watching this SmackDown review. And now
we're going to have to. Hi guys, and welcome back. And as you can see, I'm on my own at the moment. I've decided to get rid of Jack. He was just too much, so I'm going to go it alone now. That's not actually the truth. He's out and about at the moment doing something else. So I've got Dial on the line, and we are going to do the NXT review for this week. So how you doing, Dial?
Yeah, not too bad. Ty, how are you, mate?
I'm fine, thanks, yes. It's been a little bit wintry again around here.
Oh mate, it's been shocking, absolutely, the last few days. And what did we have on, what was it, Friday and Thursday? We had like 14 degrees and it's gone down to like -2 daytime.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's this beast from the east is certainly taking its toll on Great Britain. God, it's atrocious.
Suplex City has come to burn.
Yeah, Suplex City, yeah. Oh.
But how am I going to address you today? Is it the father and son champion? I mean,
yeah, the father champion, the father and son champion. That's it. I've got the belt back. It's mine. It's
sitting there with your belt. So I mean, how does it feel?
Oh, it's good to have it back. It's good to win. It was good that I actually defeated him. So it's all now down to NXT and WrestleMania to see who will end up eating the Volcano Vindaloo from Morrison's. That's the challenge. If I lose, I've got to eat that.
Well, I was going to say, but you're looking forward to it because you're walking into WrestleMania as the father and son champion. So
that's it. Yeah.
Let's see if you can keep hold of it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Either way, you've got a main event slot. So.
Yeah. So NXT.
Yeah, NXT. Did you watch the show before we start? I'm sure you did.
Yeah. I managed to watch it today. Actually, just a couple of hours ago. Yeah, it was a good show. Good show.
Yeah, good program. This one. Just an hour ago or so, you were saying, so it's going to be quite fresh in your memory.
Yeah.
I think I watched the other day it was released. Coming from Atlanta once again. So we've probably been here for, what you're saying, probably about 2 months now, isn't it? It's been
it has been a long one. And then I noticed as the actual show was going on, it said that they're going to be back on the road again. So it looks like just after WrestleMania, I think they're going to be on the road again. So it looks like they're spending a lot of time out on the road.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's not full sale at the moment. And I do believe they recorded a few of their shows and some taping. So even though it does seem like stretching on for a month or so, or a couple of months, it might be actually half that time.
Yeah. That will they'd probably do about 3 hours every single, 3 episodes every single time. You know, do a 3 hour show, but like sort of split it up into 3 different segments, and then put the product out then.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, 3 might be a stretch. I'm not sure. They do at least 2, I'd say.
Yeah.
One taping, but the good thing is a lot of the spoilers don't get through to me, or if they do, I'll try and ignore them because.
Yeah.
I know you guys are the same, such fans of NXT. You kind of don't want it sport because week in, week out it's really good, as we always say.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot of people who watch WWE and wrestling as a full-time job, you know, and they do a lot of reporting on it. And they always say that they get so angry because like they miss the excitement because they say, well, we could see that coming because we read spoilers. It's easy, don't read spoilers.
Exactly, and I think a lot of the time when you do have tapings, it tends to be the American market or the American reviewers are normally marking arms over it. But I suppose they get a taste of our medicine because, especially with the way the timing goes, and we get pay-per-views like, well, we're 5 hours is it in front of America, so when they have things like Raw or pay-per-views like early in the morning for us, by the time we're asleep, most of us go to work on Monday. So when we wake up the next morning, we go and avoid spoilers for the whole day until we actually watch it. But
yeah.
So I think we're kind of used to it on this side of the pond. It's more American, like you kind of struggle with the concept of spoilers.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so NXT this week, a really good show, I thought. Mixture of everything similar to what we had last week. We start off with a Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament match. So we're getting straight in there again. First round, and we've got a match of Sanity versus Moss and Sabatelli.
Yeah.
So it's quite an interesting dynamic on this one, I thought. 2 teams which I don't think have faced each other before. Backstory with both of them. I mean, see this one as a kind of interesting match?
I did because previously Moss and Sabatelli they were at each other's throats a little bit the last time they was on TV, and they actually mentioned this on the show. I think it was I can't remember who mentioned it now, but one of them mentioned it. It was probably the main commentator. I've forgotten his name now.
Ronaldo.
That's it, Ronaldo. He was. I'm sure it was him who mentioned that that they were last time they was on TV. They was having a little bit of an argument.
Yeah, they had a bit of running, and I mean we had moments of a tease of this one as well. I'll go through it in a second, but we had Sabatelli and Moss. I mean, I think they look really great as a tag team. You kind of, I don't know if you're the same, but every time they come out, I feel like I'm seeing some stars coming out. But then halfway through their matches, I always remember that they're kind of on the losing streak.
Yeah.
Well, which is kind of strange because I think I've talked about this before, but you look at them and you think you've got a star, they look great. I'm sure they're getting into better shape, even though there's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. But week upon week, I think they're improving. They're getting like more and more of what you would see someone like Batista or Randy Orton, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're probably just getting ready for either a big push into the tag team division, or you're going to see him do another Johnny Gargano and Ciampa obviously split up.
Yeah, I mean, in this match, it seems to be a miscommunication. I think it was Moss who had one of the sanity men in the corner. Sabatelli went in, or it might have been vice versa. The guy moved out of the way, and I think one of them caught a forearm in the face. That kind of, it was like they were kind of teasing some kind of tension between them. I mean, that ultimately led through to Sanity winning the match after the takeout, which was an accident. So you're looking at a miscommunication, which normally means that it kind of split the tag team.
That's right, yeah.
What do you think they're doing there? Do you think they're going to go for that kind of split? Maybe one's heel, one's a face?
I think so, or they'll just battle each other for a couple. I think they got. Well, I won't spoil it for like sort of anybody, but at the end of it, it did seem like they were looking at either going their separate ways or maybe feuding.
Yeah, I'd say maybe a feud would do them both good. Split them up. The only good thing about Moss and Sabatelli is they do gain a lot of heat. We know what we're getting with Sanity, so you kind of knew they were going over with the way the form guide was looking at it. Sabatelli and Moss losing every week. Sanity still doing quite good, well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the forthcoming weeks with this one.
Yeah.
All in all, okay match. You can't really say much about it. I think it went on for literally, was it about 3 or 4 minutes? It was a pretty short one.
Yeah, it was short.
It was what it was, and then Sanity progressed into the next round of the tournament. So round one's done, then move into the next one.
Yeah, because Nikki Cross got involved as well, didn't she?
Actually, yeah, she did indeed. Totally nearly forgot about that. And didn't she do her Karana to one of the fellas on the apron, I believe?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, she got involved with Moss, I think it was.
Yeah, so I mean, you got kind of a heel team with Moss and Sabatelli. You got Sanity who were using kind of heelish tactics as well. So
yeah,
it was an interesting dynamic which we saw later on in the evening, which would kind of continue throughout. Maybe it was a theme they were going for this week, I'm not sure. But yeah, Nikki Cross got involved. Just showed her uniqueness again and the way she can kind of go with anyone. Not sure what we got planned with her in the women's tournament. I don't see her personally myself as a women's champion.
No, I think she'd be better. Like I say, I think if they do take Sanity up soon, I think it's better if all of them go up than not just 2 of them or 3 of them. Take them up as a full unit to, obviously work on the main roster then.
Yeah, definitely. I think the sum of the parts are greater as a whole rather than individuals. So I totally agree with that, mate. The better as a unit. Same, I would say, with Undisputed Era as well, which we'll hear on later in the show. Yeah, okay start. It was about 5 minutes. It was what it was. We move on then to a returning Dakota Kai versus Lacey Evans. I mean, it's probably been so long since I've seen Dakota. I can't remember. I actually thought it was a debut when I first saw her, and then I went, oh, so again. Were you thinking the same? Because I was thinking, who's this?
I remember her name and when she came out, because she was the one that got into. I think she came to save somebody and ended up being in. Is it Shayna Baszler? Shayna Baszler grabbed her and put her into some sort of submission and obviously hurt her shoulder then. So
it could have been, mate. For some reason, I just totally forgot who she was, and I was looking
at
her like, who's this girl? Maybe because she had that kind of baby-esque kind of feel to her, I'm not sure. I don't know if you were getting that vibe or not, but...
Yeah, she seems like a sort of person who would be another hugger.
Yeah, exactly. One of them kind of people that you can sympathise with and empathise with. Maybe more of like a sweetheart rather than an out-and-out kind of like bad person. Someone who can go in the ring, but they haven't got that like bad streak in them.
Yeah.
She came across very much like that. And she went with a 1940s type of girl, I believe it's 40s anyway, Lacey Evans.
Yeah, when she was in the Mae Young, Lacey Evans was a bit of a fan favourite. She like sort of, gave up to the fans, but now she seems to be a bit of a heel, where she doesn't want the fans and, she can do it on her own. Did you feel that she's changed a little bit?
Yeah, I think it was probably about... I was saying about a month back they had a promo in the ring where she was basically putting down her opponents as well as some of the audience. So that continued for, I believe it was about 2 episodes of NXT, possibly about a month and a half, 2 months back. which was then her heel turn in effect. So ever since then, I suppose she's cooled off in terms of like fan rate, which is obviously she's getting a bit of heat now. Maybe they feel like they've got enough faces in the roster itself at the moment, so they've tried something different with her. Either way, I mean, I just think she's improving in a way.
Yeah, she does look good as a heel. She does. You know, some wrestlers, they try to like sort of change over to a heel persona, and it doesn't work out very well. But she does actually seem very good as a heel. She looks like she's got that cocky attitude.
Yeah, and she's got that uniqueness, I suppose. Similar to Dakota Kai. I mean, she looked like she kind of got that Japanese quirkiness going on. Even though she's not Japanese. Very Bailey, yes, but then this Lacey Evans had a 40s look. So both girls I thought looked their part. They weren't the classic kind of ponytailed, I don't know, maybe Alexa type of how Alexa was back in the NXT days.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the others. They looked kind of different. This match was a bit of a weird one as well. We had Kai winning via roll-up after, I believe Lacey Evans was on top for about a minute or a minute and a half, if that.
Yeah.
And just when you thought it should dominate the match, Kai wins via a mini roll-up.
Yeah, and she was
very sudden. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, she was on top, and she was like sort of not releasing the hold at all. You know, it looked like they was going for one of these shock wins, a bit like how you know, years ago you had the 1, 2, 3 kid beat Razor Ramon. You know, it looked very quick, and you know, hold on to as long as you can to get the win. So we'll probably see some more action with them two later on down the road, probably.
I'd say so. I mean, obviously Lacey Evans is not going to be happy with the way she lost within 1 minute.
Yeah.
We did have Kai celebrating her, obviously, on a return, and Baszler, who was a friend, they reunited again, and she said she put her out. She comes out, basically corners Kai in the middle of, well, in the corner of the ring. Kai was looking like she had nowhere to go. Amber Moon, who's Shane Baszler's best mate, comes out. I thought she was going to go straight into it. She actually ran into the ring with mic in hand, which I thought was a bit surprising, and then cut a very short promo on her saying she'll see you at NXT TakeOver. I just didn't see that part coming, because you expect when someone runs into a ring, psychology is you start laying them out, going on into them. But she actually pulled out mic and cut a short promo, which I've never seen before. I mean, have you seen anything like this?
No, like I say, usually like they might get in, you know, beat them up a little bit and then grab the mic and then do the promo. But as you say, it was just straight in, and the promo was being cut there. And so Shayna Baszler just like looked on, smiling as she does.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing about this was it felt more unusual when they actually got into some physicality. And we had Amber Moon and Baszler going at it, which actually felt more like a match was going on in regards for, and actually a kind of brawl, because normally when you have people fighting this way, it's kind of rolling around, punch landing here or there, but it felt like they were starting a match the way, maybe it was a bit slow and methodical the way they were doing it, but I thought at one point it was going to be a match. Up until a point, I believe it was Baszler got, was it Amber Moon in the corner, and then she was about to get into some kind of submission. Yeah. And then we had Dakota Kai coming back in and hitting what almost seemed like, is it a Luva kick that he calls it, Sami Zayn?
Yeah, the Luma kick, yeah.
Yeah, I think she kind of hit something like that, which knocked Baszler off this kind of the corner, and then that released Amber Moon. So we had Dakota Kai making a save, as well as Shayna Baszler still looking strong, because it took two people basically to get out of the ring. So it was what it was. I mean, he's setting up the match at NXT TakeOver, and I'm kind of more into it than I was with the previous TakeOver match they had, but I'm expecting these ladies to do a lot more in the ring this time, because I don't think it delivered last time. No,
hopefully this might be the big blow off to it. I think maybe they said hold back until WrestleMania, because obviously you'll come and find, I reckon, that Amber Moon will lose the belt and then obviously go onto the main roster if that's the call up she so desires.
I mean, she does look good in the ring, and she hit one hell of a clips on Shayna Baszler when Dakota Kai got to them. But there's just something not connecting with Amber Moon, not for me anyway. I don't know if anyone else feels the same about it, but when I see her, I don't see as much personality coming out. She kind of comes out into a ring with a bit of a moody look to her, maybe does the right things as a face, but I don't know, maybe turning her heel will give her extra dimension, I'm not sure. But I think they need to try something slightly different with her, because at the moment I can't see that gimmick probably being as successful on the main roster. She'll do okay, she'll do well, she's good in the ring, but I can't see her being a major star.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we move on. We move on to another match, which is another round of the Dusty Rhodes Classic. This is round 1 again. And we have possibly what I was surprised with, 2 top teams going at it here. We had the Street Profits versus Heavy Machinery, which we've never seen before. And 2, would you call them faces? Because I would say they're 2 face tag teams going at it.
Yeah, they are really like face, especially the Street Profits. Even though they do look like gangster type, like street boys, they do seem to be playing two face characters.
Yeah, I mean with the Street Profits, they've got that kind of quirkiness of, I believe it's like likability that New Day have, but they've got a bit of more of an edge to them. They're more of like an adult version of New Day, whereas New Day, probably their ideal audience is around early teens, little kids. Street Profits more kind of teenagerish.
Yeah.
Very similar in look. Heavy Machinery themselves, big guys, very big guys. I mean, what, these about £300 each, would you say? 6'2", 300
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Apart from that little guy, I can't remember, I believe they're calling him, is it Dozer?
Dozovich something.
I always forget his name, but he's literally like he must be about 5'11", but he's about 4 foot wide. He's like a big version of Rhino, isn't he?
Yes, very.
But yeah, it was a good match. It was okay, I suppose. There was a drink spot in it, which I thought was LOL's. It was more like a house show, which is where it books it. I believe one of the Street Profit boys was offering him a drink, which he accepted. He went to drink it, and he obviously ended up all over the place, and the match basically got started. They were using the Street Profits as battering rams too, so it's basically a story of speed being the Street Profits and a lot of agility, because these guys can jump and go, versus the Heavy Machinery dudes who had a lot of power. So it's a contrast of styles here, but I thought the way out okay, it was what it was again. The Street Profits go over with a huge frog splash, which I was very surprised with actually, because I thought maybe they'll have some interference with this match, 2 faces going head to head. But it was a straightforward frog splash, which was really nice because it got a lot of air onto it and it was really high, but I wasn't expecting such a clear-cut victory this way.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm sure we spoke about this maybe a few weeks ago, but we were expecting the Heavy Machinery guys to maybe get a bigger push once the ALP went.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem.
I don't know where this leaves them in terms of their positioning, because they've lost clean now to the Street Profits. So maybe we need to rethink how NXT sees the Heavy Machinery guys in terms of their position on the roster.
Yeah, like you say, we did say that maybe they would be stepping up to be more dominant, but I think because there's so many big teams in there at the moment, they're still struggling to, I suppose, fit them in, and they are quite fresh, aren't they? They're not like a year veteran in NXT. I think they've been only there six months ish.
It was last year, but I believe it was early mid last year, so looking at about 9-10 months. So yeah, they're quite babies in terms of their career at NXT so far. But yeah, I mean, they've got time, like you said, so that's a good point. Maybe they'll develop in months to come, but I think Street Profit wise, they'll have the proverbial rockets on them. I believe they'll be shot. They've got everything you want. They relate to the crowd, they're over. They've got like New Day type of relatability and likability as well, so let's wait and see what we got. I mean, you never know, we might have New Day versus Street Profit feud in the future.
Yeah, possibly.
I'll be all in on that, mate. That'd be amazing. And then just before we move on of the evening, which is a UK Championship match, which was set up last week versus I believe it was Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
It was actually all the championship itself, and we had Adam Cole coming out with the whole of the Undisputed Era too, which kind of pointed to a lot of cheating maybe going on, and I was thinking at one point maybe an Adam Cole victory.
Yeah.
Because Pete came out by himself. So, I mean, what were you thinking? Do you think Pete Dunne should have brought anyone out with him?
I don't know, because even though he was like sort of highly tied with Moustache Mountain when they were in Progress Wrestling, it seems that they're portraying him more as a heel and them two as more babyface. So I think if you bring someone out, it would be like, I know it was heel versus heel, but he's the sort of guy who doesn't need anybody at the moment.
You know what, mate? You're spot on, and I was hoping you were going to say that, because the way we book it is he literally is the villain's villain. He, like we were saying last week, I believe it was, he gets so much heat on him from the crowd.
Yeah.
I think it was a perfect thing for him to do, to come out by himself. I was kind of expecting Roger Stone to come in because of what they were doing last week with that promo they cut backstage.
Yeah.
And when he kind of interrupted I believe it was Adam Cole who was having a go at Roger Stone, so I thought he might come in AEW, but yeah, I thought it was a perfect thing to do, pal. It was just what his character is and what his character is like. I mean, you can't really imagine anyone being Pete Dunne's friend in real life the way he acts.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, just on-screen persona anyway, so, I mean, would you come to his aid if you were there?
No, because he'd probably like sort of want to beat me up as well. He'll probably think I'm going to take his belt.
I think, you know what, he'll probably try and take the father and son championship, I feel so. But yeah, definitely a match of the night, this one. Two heels going at it, which we said to before, it's like a reoccurring theme of the night, so that was good to see. Dunne had the crowd behind him, I believe, for most of the match. They were shouting things like Bruiser Away and British Strong Style. Did you feel that he was going to have the crowd on his side when they came out, or did you think it was more going to be 50-50?
No, I think the crowd really love him. I think even when he's gone over to Smackdown, I think he went over to Smackdown for a couple of main event matches with the belt on the line when he was feuding with Tyler Bate. He's just over with the crowd. The crowd love him. He's something different. He's not like the typical wrestler persona that gets thrown out. He looks completely different. Like I was just thinking, when you was talking about Amber Moon, she's virtually a carbon copy of Naomi. When I look at them both, same height, same type of personality.
Look on their faces,
the look on their faces. With Pete Dunne, the only person I can closely eliminate and put him with is the Berserker from old WWF.
Oh, the guy who used to dress up as like a barbarian type.
That's it, yeah, like a Viking sort of thing. That's the only person that he reminds me of, because he's that sort of vicious wrestler.
He's got very old school mentality in terms of working on the body parts. I think the finger moments that he does, the finger points and the spots that he does with the fingers, they get over him really well. Not over, but they generate heat for him, which is the main idea of what he's going for. Works literally every time, and he works in this match too. Like I said, Dunne had the crowd behind him. We had Fish and O'Reilly helping out every so often, which was still a good heel tactic and a way of making sure that Adam Cole looked to heel himself. I thought Dunne was very impressive in the ring, even more so than Adam Cole. I believe that he just showcased his power more than he did Adam Cole's. He was able to pick up Adam Cole and do certain moves on him, which I don't think he would have had coming back at him.
No.
In that sense. Adam Cole's more like not even a high follower, but more Shawn Michaels-esque, I'd say. Not just the way he looks, but just the way he acts as well. Whereas Pete Dunne lived up to his Bruiserweight kind of billing. We had Dunne very impressive throughout the match. There was a nice powerbomb and a forward-way slam that he hit on Adam Cole in the apron. Did you catch that?
I did, yes. Yeah, that was. He was trying for something else, wasn't he, at first, and then he never really got what he wanted to do. But he got a move off on the apron ring.
It was brilliant. I mean, he looked really effective, and he sounded effective too, because he had a lot of noise coming with it. But they seem to be going through these apron spots. I mean, we had ALP, I believe, was he did one last week with a powerbomb.
Yeah.
Throwing someone outside. So I mean, they're very dangerous. So I don't know if they'll carry on doing this until someone gets injured. But terms of effectiveness, I thought he done really well. I mean, throughout the match, a lot of Dunn's manoeuvres seemed really high impact. He got the win finally, as we had I believe it was Fish and O'Reilly was about to, Dunn was about to pin, then Fish and O'Reilly came in. They got the DQ, and that's how he went over.
Yeah. It was good that they did that because it keeps both strong, really. It keeps.
No one ate the pin, basically. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can only do it so many times in a show though before it's like, oh well, you know, it's a bit crazy. This is, you know, everybody's getting disqualified, but it was good. It was what it wanted to be. You know, you've still got the possibility of another rival down the line. Who knows? It could be a takeover.
It could be. I mean, I'd love to see him go again. I don't know what their plans are for this UK Championship, but I mean, obviously, Dunn going over, he keeps it, and now going to the NXT takeover as champion.
Yeah.
I mean, winning via DQ, you just take a win wherever way it comes, especially when you're more or less 3 against 1. The interesting thing is Strong and Dunn clean the house at the end of the match.
Yeah.
In terms of Dunn, where do you think this leaves him? Do you think he's still on that road to being a heel, the long road of being a heel, or do you think he's kind of manoeuvred into being a face a little bit?
I don't know. I think he's better off as a heel, Pete Dunne. He's got that heelish mentality. I think if they turn him, I don't think he'll look the same person.
I kind of agree with that, but it was just interesting the way that they matched him up with Roderick Strong, he's basically one of the basic one-on-one type baby faces that you've got on the roster. So with Roderick Strong coming out and making the save, it was just interesting the way they had that dynamic. I thought what they'll do in the future in terms of would they go for them two against the Adam Cole and his crew, or where does this lead?
Yeah.
Very interesting. We'll see about that in coming weeks, but I suppose that's the kind of questions you get when you have two heels going up against each other.
Yeah, obviously that's the one. You know, it's just time will tell. You know, will they turn Roderick Strong into a heel, or will they have them, you know, battle to obviously knock Undisputed Era back a little bit, and then they'll fight for the title later on down the line. Who knows?
Or I'll throw another one in there for you, mate. Will actually one of them end up joining the Undisputed Era?
That's true, because they did keep on saying to Roderick Strong, you know, you can join us, you join us, and he'd said no at first. So that's a good one. That is, you know, you never know.
That's a good one. I think we should officially apply to people.
To rewriters, yeah, to do the writing or the booking for NXT / WWE. I'm sure they can't do any worse.
Exactly, but yeah, that was a really decent match, I think, between two technically talented wrestlers in the ring, and no one looked weak in that, both looking strong at the end.
Yeah.
Both raised a lot of questions, and then we moved on from the main event, which we had in terms of match, to the contract signing, which involved the table in the middle of the ring, William Regal. So what could obviously go wrong in this one? I'll just quickly go through what happened. First of all, we had Regal announcing Aleister Black. He comes out in a black suit. That was quite appropriate. He was dressed for the occasion. And then Zelina Vega looking absolutely stunning as always, wearing black as well, which I thought, hey, is this a kind of theme going on? Everyone wearing black. She gets in the ring, cuts the almighty promo again.
Yeah.
As she always does, looking comfortable, looking great, talking talk. She basically says Almas isn't there tonight. Black looks a bit upset about this, and then he moves the table out of the way. I'm thinking, at first, does he think that Almas is in the table? Was I the only one thinking this? Because it seemed a bit weird. I thought maybe he was hiding in the table. I don't know if you thought the same thing.
I did. I thought he was moving the table at first, because he kept on looking there when she was talking to him, and then he picked up the table and moved it to the side, and I thought maybe Almas was going to be in there, but obviously he just moved it to move it out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, once it was moved, you thought I was too late to have someone to fight, but I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was going to be like surprise and then smack it, but Obviously, that was just a humor. And we, like you said, Black moves the table out of the way, sits cross-legged as he always does, like meditating position.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ring. So he's similar height to Vega at this point, I suppose, when he's sitting down. Then Almas doesn't, basically says Almas doesn't measure up to him. Selena Vega then has a go back at Aleister Black himself, just talking smack. He kept him referring apparently to a hype for some reason. I don't know what that had to do with the match.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of a put down on her part to get under her skin, sort of thing. A bit of psychology.
But I suppose because I've got such a kind of soft spot for Leaf Roll, so I might actually challenge it to a match myself. But to be fair, if I did that, I'll have to take you and Jack with me as well. So it'd have to be like a handicap match. Maybe another 2 or 3 people that you know.
Yeah, who would probably like sort of just about get a pin then.
Yeah, we might do about 5 versus 1. And then Black basically has to go back at Selena Vega, who's been mad off. Saying you don't know rubbish, or you don't know this, you don't know that. She slaps him around the face, and you're thinking, where's the payback in this? And then he announces that he's not alone. And then, what do you know? Candice runs out. Johnny Gargano's wife, Candice.
Yeah.
He runs out, attacks Selena in the ring, hits her. I believe it was a spear at one point. This went on for about a minute or so. They went all over the place. They went on the announce table. It felt like there was a lot of hand movement going in this, but there weren't actually a lot of hits going on. It was a bit rough around the edges in terms of how it was executed. But I suppose you get that when you get 2 people on in the ring week in, week out. But in terms of what happened here, do you think this is going to set up 2 matches now? Because what I'm thinking is Aleister Black going up against Almas, which will be main event, which will be great, I believe. 2 good wrestlers. But do you think we're going to get Zelina versus Candice as well?
Yeah, we will get that sooner or later. I don't know if it's going to be on a takeover show or if it's just going to be a house show. I think it'll probably be more of a house show than anything. I think they've got what they want for the takeover. Sooner or later it will happen. Johnny Gargano versus Ciampa at takeover. I think we're about 3 weeks away now. So
I'm just trying to think of ways in which they can get Johnny Gargano to come back. I mean, maybe Selena and Candice is a key in terms of what if they have a match and then the stipulation is whoever, if Candice wins and Johnny Gargano is brought back into NXT, would you be happy with something like that?
I've heard a rumour that he jumps over the guardrail and attacks Ciampa on the next, one of the shows. He actually jumps in and attacks him. And it's supposed to be an unsanctioned match, where obviously he's still not supposed to be on the books officially. You know, he's still supposed to have parted ways with NXT. So we will have to see which route they're to go down. If they're going to have him as a single wrestler just come back for one-off match and then maybe go, or he could, if he wins, he could decide to then say, well, you can fight for your chance to get back on the NXT brand.
It could be. I mean, I see this as being, if they do it, it'll have to be a street fight. It won't be a regular one-on-one match.
Yeah, definitely.
Street fight, because it's, like you said, it's not sanctioned. The amount of heat that they've got with each other, you can imagine what would happen if they were using like tables, chairs, ladders, whatever against each other. I think the crowd would go crazy for it. Even have them going out the ring, maybe into the arena brawling. I think that would be a really good way to set it up, a really good way to do it. And then if you do have a case where the face just Gargano goes over Ciampa, you could always have Ciampa using the excuse of that he wasn't ever pinned in a proper match and it wasn't a legal match, so it doesn't come on his record basically. So.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think interesting dynamic. We've got 3 matches feeding off the same feud more or less. So you got Almas versus, I believe, Almas versus Black, and then lost my train of thought. Almas versus Black, then you got Zelina Vega versus Candice, and you got Ciampa versus Gargano. And it's all intertwined, and it's rare that you see that kind of interaction between feuds, especially on the main roster, because they don't have that type of storytelling. It's very complicated, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. It seems it is a good thing to have these like sort of feuds split up a little bit. You know, created 3 feuds out of, in theory, just a regular storyline has created 3 possible great matches.
But no, I think it's a good feud, like you said, and I think they've done a good job in maybe whetting the appetite a little bit more for Takeover, which is coming up very shortly. So looking forward to that Takeover event coming up, and looking forward to these storylines progressing even further next week.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that concludes NXT. So this week we had 1 hour on the dot, which is the longest show we've had in a long time, and a very solid show, I'd say.
Yeah, a lot of sort of, not too much promos as well.
Yeah, decent promos too. So I mean, I'd say probably about 4 out of 5 this week.
Yeah, I was like sort of thinking the same, like sort of 4 out of 5. Very good. You know, the matches were good. There's a lot of things being put into place for Takeover. Yeah,
I believe last week I preferred in terms of the character development they have with the mini backstage promos. The show was a bit shorter last week, but I thought all in all it had a better overall feel last week. But that's not to say that this week wasn't that good, because 4 out of 5 is still damn good. So it's a lot better than what some other shows would probably get on the main roster.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Before we go as well, I mean, in terms of news, I know it's not NXT, but I saw on Instagram today that The Rock posted a picture or a video of Hogan and The Rock match 16 years ago today.
Oh, okay.
At WrestleMania, 16 years to go today, and probably I'd still say one of the best in terms of atmosphere I've ever seen on the obviously I wasn't there, but on the screen itself I thought it was absolutely a great match. Hopefully one day current stars of NXT as well as the main roster will be able to emulate that or maybe do something close to it, but it'll be very hard to do that because you had 2 really top stars in Hogan and The Rock. They're kind of defined, you know, so I mean every time I look at wrestlers on NXT I'm kind of thinking who can raise the game to a point where they can try and get close to that level. I mean it'll be very difficult for anyone to reach the heights that they've got to, but that's one of the things you're always looking at for when you're watching something like NXT, is who can get to that next level and make it on the main roster and kind of dethrone people like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Finn Balor and all that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. It was classed as Icon versus Legend, wasn't it, or something like that?
Icon versus Icon, actually.
Was it Icon versus Icon?
Icon versus Icon.
Yeah.
Hogan went into it as a heel. Rock was the babyface. The crowd reactions were so insane that they basically refused to boo Hogan, and they both, in the space of about 30 minutes, they both changed from, within about 30 seconds actually, from faces to heels. They both did a double turn.
Yeah.
Best thing in the match.
Yeah.
And the reactions were so insane for Hogan. I believe it was the next night on Raw, they more or less had to change him face because they just won't stop cheering for him.
Yeah, good.
And I suppose it just shows that's the type of reaction you want as a face. None of this kind of in the middle nonsense that WWE always moan on about it, going, oh, again, it's polarising. You're either one or the other, I think, and if you are one or the other, that's when you make money. Yeah,
of course. It's like with Braun Strowman at the moment, fans don't know what to do with him. I think the WWE are trying their utmost to make him into a heel, but they keep on doing whatever they do. Fans are still cheering him.
Now the guy's going to be over more or less no matter what. So the only way they're going to call him is by making these stupid booking decisions that they're kind of pointing towards at the moment. But regardless of what he does, I think heel or face, it always gets you because I think he's just that good. And people just love the destruction he causes. So it's the right way of going about things in terms of developing character, but it's the wrong way of booking him. So I think he should have been the main event of WrestleMania versus Lesnar. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, that concludes the show, mate.
Okay then. Thank you very much for that in-depth analysis of NXT. And from myself and Dial, and obviously Missing Jack.
Jack. Is there a reason for his? I mean, he was just pure humiliation that he hasn't turned up for us?
He just didn't turn up for the day because, like, at the end of the day, I won. He's took it hard, you know. He's took his belt, he's took his bags, and he's gone home. So, you know, what can I say?
Fucking mate. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you can get it back, or if I will remain champion beyond WrestleMania, going into future events. And just, you never know, mate. You might be Bruno Sammartino for like 8 years.
Oh yes, I'll try that. Okay then. Well, thank you very much. We'll call it a night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
All right then, Dale. I'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Bye.